Alrighty. I think we're ready. No?
La 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 la.
Me.
Ray.
Do sol la fa ti da. Okay. Welcome, everybody, to a brand spanking new. What was that called again? My name's Thomas.
I'm Will.
And you're listening to a movie podcast where every week I select 3 movies and I read their IMDb plot descriptions to my co-host, Will, who then has to match the plot descriptions to the correct titles. Coming in hot this week, everybody.
Hot.
It's March something. And we're feeling great.
Clearly.
Yeah. Hit us up on Instagram, WWTCApod.
At?
Yeah. Shoot us an email, www.tcapod@protonmail.com.
Protonmail.com.
Let us know that you love us. Let us know that you hate us. Let us know anything. Let us know you're alive.
Is there anyone out there?
We haven't heard anything except for... I keep getting emails from our platform, our podcasting platform.
We're still being hosted.
And I get excited about somebody emailing us, and then I realize that it's just them giving us like monthly insights into our statistics. And that's not really what I want, because I can just look at those anytime I want by just logging into the account. But
log on. We need to have like a weekly poll.
Oh, or like a raffle. Let's do a raffle.
Oh, okay.
That'll get the fans involved.
Okay.
Okay, well, the raffle will be my thing.
Okay.
You can do the polls.
You do that. You take care of that. But I'm thinking like the poll should be something like we should...
I've done, I think, 1 or 2 on YouTube. I mean, not...
But you didn't let anyone know about it. That's the thing.
No. Our subscribers, all 10 of them did.
Well, yeah.
I don't know how many of those are real humans.
But on here, you didn't let anyone know about it.
Well, I didn't need to.
Clearly, because there was a huge success rate whenever...
Yeah, 1 person voted.
Yeah. But
which is more than I expected.
Yeah, truly. I don't know. We could do like a poll. We could do like a like what should we drink poll for an episode. Like we'll put up like a selection of beverages or cocktails, something like that. Or we could do like a what should we watch based off of our old catalog of previously.
Should we watch again?
That again could also be an option. Yeah.
Oh, are you going to put this on Instagram? I'm assuming
Nope.
That'd probably be the best place. Oh, okay. Moving on then.
Sure. Yeah. Well, once we decide what the poll is going to be.
Well, I think your first poll should be: should we start doing polls?
Okay, no, I will. That's for the first poll.
Yes.
The first poll. and it'll happen.
Overwhelmingly, everybody says no.
Should it happen before this episode comes out so no one understands it?
Yeah. Like immediately.
Yeah, immediately. Okay,
Yeah.
Right now. Hold on. Give me just 2 seconds here.
Live on air. If you answered that poll back in January, this is the inception of it.
It is January. It's January 2nd. How do I do polls?
Inception, another Christopher Nolan movie that I like a lot.
We talked about that on the pre-show.
Pre-show, which you can hear every Friday, everybody. If you're not tuning into that, then what are you doing with your life?
Can you do
I guess
polls
the
on
question.
Instagram?
I don't know. I've never had. I don't have Instagram.
Okay, you were like, you should put that on Instagram. And I'm like, sure. And now I'm like, I don't know.
I don't know. I don't have Instagram. There's a bunch of stuff on there that I don't know that were on there in my day.
I use it the same way I've always used Instagram.
Posting photos?
No, just going through and liking stuff. I barely post anything on my own.
Remember that time you accidentally posted a nude photo and you had to scramble to delete it?
Yesterday?
And there were articles written about it?
Oh, they didn't write it yet, but I'm sure there's got to be a feature.
I could have swore I'd seen people
you
put
shouldn't swear.
polls in like their stories or something.
Shouldn't swear.
Well, fuck you.
Hold on. No, I don't even really know how to use this app anymore. They've changed it so freaking much.
You have to ask the AI person, how do I do polls? And then they create one for you.
It just wants me to add to my story. No, I don't want to do that.
Live Instagramming everybody from an old man.
How do the kids do this? Here we go.
I'm trying to do an Instagram.
Should it be I guess it's a story post, right?
Something like that. See, that's what I was pretty sure. I was certain that I had seen polls on like people's stories. I don't know how they do them, though. DM somebody and ask them, how do you do polls?
I will say that your partner posted like a recap of the year, I believe, on their Instagram, and one of the pictures I commented on via our podcast page, I guess, or account. There we go. It was of you standing in the corner playing that pinball machine or the arcade game in the cabin that you rented. And I said something like, "This is the Blair Witch Project." Like, it was like the perfect, like, you in the corner just standing there. And
when was this?
What's that?
When was this? I know she didn't say anything about this.
3 or 4 days ago, I think.
Oh,
and then
I'm hearing about it.
And then she like did a black and white version of that same photo. It was great. It was perfect. It was you. It was you like in the corner from like the ending of Blair Witch.
Oh wow.
Okay.
I'm glad to hear that we have secrets, I guess. So.
Hold on. I'm still. I should probably do this off air. I should probably do this. Okay. So.
No, I think this is good.
This is gonna get fun. For some
people
reason,
are like, a first-time listener is like,
what the fuck is
when does the movie part start?
Yeah. Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna have to do this later on because this is way more complex than I thought it was gonna be.
All right, everybody. If you saw a poll, then that means Will figured it out. If you didn't see a poll back in January, that means it was impossible to do.
Okay.
I'll tell you what is possible to do though. Right now, is a drink check.
Ooh, drink check.
Yeah, and while you're fumbling with that still a little bit, I'll start. I was handed a goblet, if you will, of what she is calling champagne, but it's really sparkling wine. So
oh, really?
That's what I have.
From what region is this?
That is the thing. It's I was told it is not from France. Which is to say it's not from the Champagne region. So it is sparkling wine. I don't know anything else about it. I haven't seen the bottle.
Well, have you tasted it?
I have taken a sip. Yeah, a sippy sip. It's pretty good. I don't know. I like it's like a sweet party wine kind of deal with bubbles in it.
An arty wine? I know arty wine.
Party with a P.
Oh, party. I think you said arty.
Yeah, so it's pretty good. Yeah.
Well, I'll give you
chill.
I'll give you 3 guesses as to what I'm drinking. Oh, unless you weren't done describing your party wine.
No, I guess I'll move on.
Because I'm stalling. Oh, I'm just doing a stalling.
Are you drinking salt and vinegar molasses?
Oh gosh.
I guess that's a no.
I think the vinegar part of that would be the worst part of that, wouldn't it?
Probably so. Are you drinking plum apple cider?
No. But I would. I would though. But I don't have any.
Okay, my last guess then. Are you drinking?
It's a throwback to what season 2 has been chock full of so far.
Oh, you're drinking one of those like shitty Captain Morgan
things? There you go, bud. Yeah, I'm drinking the Captain Morgan sliced once again.
Sliced.
Mango Mai Tai style drink. I have 3 left after this. So I'm just trying. I looked in the fridge and I was like, what am I going to do for drink check? I don't even know. I'm going to just chug one of these again, get it over with. So that's what I'm doing, is that.
Well, I'm glad it's going well for you, I guess you could say. And by going well, I mean you're going to have 1 fewer than you had an hour ago.
that honestly, that is a plus.
Yeah.
Because it was taking up space in the fridge.
Well, I'll tell you what isn't a plus. It's the fact that I am nervous about you knowing one of these movies. But I went with it anyway. I took a gamble. So we will find out soon enough if you do or do not know one of these movies.
Okay. I guess I'm ready.
I guess as long as you're ready, we can kickstart this thing.
The poll is active, by the way.
Oh, yeah. You got it on a story?
No, because I didn't figure it out. But I posted something, and we're just going to see what happens.
And maybe people can answer it. Maybe they can't.
It's not. They can, but not in the form of voting. Even though it says vote now.
Oh, okay. That's good.
Yeah, so I'll figure that out later on.
Well, we are going to be kicking off this journey this week in the year 2006.
2006.
Going
for the
chronological.
First
one. Yep.
Okay, I'm excited. 2006.
All right. Yep.
Trying to think what else I might, or if anything, I might know. Did I even start recording? Oh my god! No, I'm kidding.
You're doing a double bluff. Another
an off-air bluff.
Yeah, after we finished the pre-show on Friday, Will was having trouble exporting his recording to me, and at one point he was trying to figure out what was going on, and he said, "Why did this not record?" But he misspoke, and I was like, "What?" So that's that story. But yeah, 2006. I know The Departed came out that year. Yeah,
The Departed. Yep.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm ready. 2006. Let's see what happens.
Alrighty. Your synopsis for this film, as it's written on IMDb, is as follows. In the midst of his crumbling relationship, a radio show host begins speaking to his biggest fan, a young boy, via the telephone. But when questions about the boy's identity come up, the host's life is thrown into chaos.
Interesting. This doesn't sound like a movie that would be from the 2000s. Okay. 2006. Say this one again. Just yeah. I got it all. I just want to hear it again. It sounded great.
Yeah. Once again, here it is. In the midst of his crumbling relationship, a radio show host begins speaking to his biggest fan, a young boy, via the telephone. But when questions about the boy's identity come up, the host's life is thrown into chaos.
It's interesting. Okay. So in the midst of a crumbling relationship, a radio show host connects with his biggest fan, a young boy, via telephone.
Right.
And whenever questions about the boy's identity come up, you said the host's life is thrown into chaos?
Exactly right. Yep.
Okay. Yeah. So it doesn't seem like a movie that would be, radio show hosts in the 2000s, I guess. Those were still popular enough. But then he connects with this boy. So what kind of radio show host is he that his audience is children? Or at least a child?
It's Dr. Marty's Silly Hour.
I would hope it's like a child's entertainment host, right?
Yeah.
Not like this is Dr. Love at 2 a.m. Just playing the dulcet tones for Timmy, way up past your bedtime. Yeah.
I love this song.
Yeah. So that's interesting. But then it's also interesting that whenever the identity is questioned, the host's life is thrown into chaos.
But are you really Timmy?
Well, I'm just thinking, like, is this boy real at all? Or is this... if the person is real, then is it like...
It's an AI boy?
Well, I was thinking like a ghost or something. Or like a younger version of himself.
Ghost boy.
Like
boy, the title.
Oh, Ghost Boy. Oops. Or is this like echoes in the radio waves or something like that? Where like this is a past version of himself, possibly.
Yeah, I will say that I have not seen this movie, but I have seen one of these three movies today.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I am kind of intrigued by this, but it doesn't ring a bell or sound familiar. At first, when you said radio show host, like I remembered a title that we did last season. I want to say Eastwood was in it, or something like that.
Yeah,
about the lady who called in and
play Misty for me. Yeah,
play Misty for me. Yeah. And then there's also like a radio show host being prominent as like the Fisher King, but that was in 2006.
Oh yeah.
But this one, yeah, it doesn't sound or familiar or ring a bell, so I'm intrigued. I don't know this one, I don't think. I guess next movie, please.
Next movie you shall get, Will. It's going to be from the year 2022.
2022, okay.
Yeah. And your synopsis for this one reads as follows. Brent Ziff is an internet shock jock at the top of his game. But on one very unusual night, Brent's world is rocked by a longtime listener who calls in with a grave message.
Ooh, also intriguing. 2022, though.
Yeah.
Brent Ziff is a shock jock, you said?
Yep.
At the top of his game. But then one night, a listener calls in, and what happens?
Brent's world is rocked by a longtime listener who calls in with a grave message.
So, Brent, Mr. Ziff, as they call him, the shock jock at the top of his game, his world is turned upside down whenever a listener calls in with shocking what? No, wait, I missed that last part again.
Calls in with a grave message.
Grave message. Okay.
Yeah.
Sinister. Sounds sinister. 2022 though, I don't think I know this one. I mean, again, it's like I keep going back to like a Fisher King or the Fisher King.
Yeah.
But clearly that was not anywhere near these dates.
Yeah.
But that's the only thing I can
Gilliam
picture.
is not included in this episode.
No, it's definitely not. I can't think, especially 2000s Terry Gilliam.
Things got weird.
Yeah, I did, right? Canceled ourselves. Yeah, I don't know. His name was what again? Zane, what was it?
Brent.
No, but his last name.
Brent Ziff.
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 Okay. Ziff. Brent Ziff. That's a weird name. Is it a stage name?
Yeah.
Is it his radio name? Brent Ziff.
Oh,
I'm Brent
question.
Ziff with the Zany Hour.
Zany Ziff in the house, everybody.
The Zany Ziff.
I'm
Yeah.
at the top of my game, everybody.
And then calls in with grave information.
Calls in with a grave message.
Message.
Yeah.
And it turns his world upside down. I can't imagine like
Well,
you're about to die, or
His
like
world is rocked.
or is it like is it like this, like if Speed was set in like a radio show, like you can't spin this disc slower than 75 RPMs or it'll blow up.
If you stop talking, your computer explodes.
That'd be amazing. Like this shock jock just has to keep, and like he's known for like, you know, being edgy and saying stuff, but then he runs out of shit to say.
Yeah, and like you have to say 3 zingers a minute.
And like but even like just talking in general, like being under the gun, like under pressure, it's like if you stop talking, I'm going to behead one person every minute that you're quiet, and you cannot talk. You can't even play a song. You can't go to commercial break.
Well, how do I know I can believe this? Yeah, listen to this. Help me!
Yeah, or like he cuts to break, and then this caller calls back and is like, "You might want to turn on the police scanner." He turns it on, and he hears like the police responding to this killing.
We got a beheading over on West 82nd Street. Right
there's
there
no code for it. They just say beheading.
It's just beheading.
We got a 1050. Yeah. Okay. I don't know this movie at all, and for 2022, that's not even helpful in the slightest. So I guess third and final film
you will get is also from 2022.
Oh.
Your synopsis for it, as it's written on IMDb, is as follows. A host takes a call where an unknown person threatens to kill the showman's entire family on air. To save loved ones,
I didn't know
the
this.
radio host will have to play a survival game, and the only way to win is to find out the identity of the criminal.
Oh, damn it. I knew it until you said radio host. Say it again.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah.
I was so confident.
So you'd be all cocky now.
I was being real cocky. Say it again. Sorry.
Yeah. No, you're fine. A host takes a call where an unknown person threatens to kill the showman's entire family on air. To save loved ones, the radio host will have to play a survival game, and the only way to win is to find out the identity of the criminal.
Okay, so this sounds or feels familiar. I'm not sure which, actually.
Interesting.
But the thing that's throwing me is the radio part of it. Just one more time for clarity on this last one.
Yeah. A host takes a call where an unknown person threatens to kill the showman's entire family on air. To save loved ones, the radio host will have to play a survival game, and the only way to win is to find out the identity of the criminal.
Yeah, I basically got it. So,
Yeah.
So, a host takes a call. This madman threatens to kill the host's family. To save
Video killed the radio family.
There you go. To save his loved ones, the host must play a game and figure out his identity.
Yeah.
Okay. Not that the game is about his identity, right? The game is separate from...
Yeah, I don't know. It says the only way to win is to find out the identity of the criminal. I'm not sure.
Oh, there's no game at all?
He does have to play a survival game, and the only way to win is to find out the identity of the criminal.
But I'm saying that I don't know if like the game is like Guess My Name. I think the game is something else, and then there's no way to win the game, basically.
And the radio host is just like, does your name start with an A?
it's just
a B.
It's just a game of Hangman. That's all it is, but real. Yeah. Yeah. This really feels familiar, but I don't know why it would. 2022.
Yeah.
Okay, so these are all radio based. Radio hosts are involved.
Yeah.
This is very anti-radio, is what this feels
Yeah.
like. Which I know you are a big anti-radio person.
I often
Vocal
wear
about
that
it.
T-shirt that has like radio with a circle and a line through it.
Yeah, and you talk about it on the podcast a lot.
Yeah, I say, thank God nobody listens to radio.
You say, thank God this is not being broadcast over the air.
Yes,
You're
correct.
like,
correct.
I need this to be broadcast through data streams only.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
Let me try to recap all three.
Let's see you try.
And I'm also really nervous because you said that I might know one of these.
Well, not that you might. I mean, I guess that's pretty much the same thing. Yeah.
Not that you might, but that you could.
Not that you might, but that there's a chance you could. Yeah. Big difference there.
Yeah, well, no, with me and this show, there is a big difference in that.
Yeah, I was definite for reasons that will become clear because it seems like I don't know if you do know one of them or not, but there will be reasons that will become clear as to why I thought you might know one.
The title will help, I'm sure. But before we get to the title, let me recap all three. The first one was from 2006.
Yeah.
And this one was about a radio show host going through a breakup or a divorce or something like that.
Yeah, in the midst of his crumbling relationship.
That's right, crumbling relationship. He befriends a listener, which is a young boy, and they communicate via telephone.
Mm-hmm.
And when trying to discover the boy's identity, the host's life goes into chaos.
Yeah, pretty good. The only thing I will notate is that it is specifically, it does specifically note that the young boy is the host's biggest fan.
That's right.
Radio
biggest
show
fan.
host begins speaking to his biggest fan. A young boy.
Biggest fan. That's the part I missed, which I feel like that's important. But okay, so the second film was the first from 2022, and this one was about some guy with the last name that starts with a Z, who was a famous shock jock at the height of his career, the height of his game.
The top of his game, yeah.
Top of his game. And, oh, man. What happened to this guy? This guy, was there a killer involved with this? Or just, like, sinister?
His world is rocked.
Yeah, his world is rocked with information that is given to him that's grave. Grave information.
Rocked by a longtime listener who calls in with a grave message.
Long-time listener and a biggest fan. Okay. And then the third film was the second from 2022. And this one is also about a radio show host. Oh, this is about a host who receives message that his loved ones are in danger. And the only way to save them is by playing a sinister game and figuring out the identity of the killer. I think it's roughly, I worded it poorly, but that's what it is.
Yes, I would agree.
Okay, thank you.
You're right.
Okay, so I don't feel like just based off of the synopsis that I'm comfortable saying I may get any of these correct, but I feel like a title might help me. But gosh, these synopses are so sort of close.
Mm-hmm.
Like the biggest difference is that like the final one from 2022, like it seems like the killer is the one communicating to the well, not seems like it is. The killer is the one communicating to the host, whereas the other two, we're either just getting grave information, or it's like asking questions about the caller is bad, but not necessarily like dangerous. So that's like the only differentiating part of this. I guess maybe if there's something in the title that sounds like a shock jock, maybe that could be it, because the other two don't seem like they're those types of radio show. I can't imagine a shock jock having like their biggest fan is this like, little kid. Maybe. I don't know. Okay. I guess first title, please.
All right, your first title is going to be The Night Listener.
Oh, that does sound familiar. The Night Listener. Okay. So immediately I'm thinking shock jock. Could that be at night? I guess it could be morning too, but morning zoo and shock jock are not quite the same. So I think that's night already. The final film, second one from 2022, that feels like it could be at night. There's for some reason it just feels like that would be like this guy is on at night, like maybe like a call-in show or something, and he gets a lot of strange callers just with different problems or whatever, and that kind of fits that topic as far as being at night. But the one it doesn't feel like it goes with at all is the 2006 film, because again, his biggest fan is a young boy. So I don't imagine. I mean, it could be like this is like a weird like inspired by like Art Bell movie, and like this kid calls in to this like overnight show, and the host is like, "Shouldn't you be in bed, kid?" And then the kid's like, "Yeah, but you're my favorite thing to listen to, and I can't sleep at night." And then that that starts to snowball this story. So what I'm saying is that
the kid is an alien, though.
There you go.
That's why the identity can't be compromised.
And the radio waves are actually communicating with like someone like a distant planet or whatever.
Yeah.
But I guess what I'm ultimately saying is that I don't know where this goes yet.
This could go with any of them.
And this could go with any of these. But I feel like the least likely is the first one so far. Okay. The Night Caller, you said?
The Night Caller,
The Night Caller. Okay. Yeah, it sounds familiar, sort of, but I don't know. Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's The Night Listener. My bad.
Oh, fuck. We're really off then. The Night Caller's the next movie.
Could be.
The Night Listener.
Yes.
Okay. The Night Listener. The Night Listener. Okay, I'm going to pause on that one for now. So just next title, please. The Night Listener. All right.
Your second title to work with is going to be On the Line.
On the Line. Oof. On the Line. So the first one is about, it just says radio show host. It doesn't say what type of show. It's only
right.
It's only the first 2022 film that even mentions show type. The shock.
Correct.
Joke.
Yeah.
On the Line. I could see this being a line delivered by any one of these characters. On the line with us now. On the line with us now. We got
a dumb idiot.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okay. On the line. On the line, right? That's the thing.
On the Line.
I feel like
correct this time.
I feel like that fits best metaphorically with the second 2022 film. His family's life is on the line, and this guy is on the line. So I'm going to park that temporarily with the host saving his family by playing a game, trying to figure. Well, the only way to win is to figure out the identity of this killer. Okay, for now at least. Final title, please.
Your final title this week is going to be First Time Caller.
Oh, First Time Caller. Okay, so we have The Night Listener.
Yes.
On the Line, First Time Caller.
That's right.
I feel like, again, First Time Caller is going to be a line that could be said by any of these people, any of these main characters. But I feel like First Time Caller, this is just me feeling it out, going with the gut here.
What are you feeling?
I feel like it goes with the first 2022 film, the Shock Jock host.
Okay.
Possibly. I mean, I guess the little boy being the biggest fan, is he just now like calling into the show? Like he just now has like enough confidence to call into the show? I know to me it's like, I feel like that person should have called in before. I feel like he's not the biggest fan. No. if he's never called in. You're just a fan of convenience is what you are.
I'm up and you're on, so I guess it's my favorite show.
I'm up and you're on is also a great title for any of these. I'm up and you're on. That's a great radio show title. You're listening to I'm Up and You're On. Man, that's going to be a spin-off podcast for us. That's what we should call the pre-show. I'm Up and You're On.
Yes, really.
I'm Up and You're On. That's awesome. Okay. Gosh, that threw me. So I don't know if First Time Caller is the little boy. I mean, I guess he could. Again, so my argument was that I guess he could be. Like if he's not had enough confidence, or he's not being able to get through, like the call board or whatever they use, right? And he's been dying to get on this thing. First Time Caller. Because I the Night Listener. Mm-hmm. Man, like I want that to be the 2006 film because I want that to be like an alien. I don't know. The Night Listener, it sounds sinister already, and all it says is that in the synopsis that the host's life is thrown into chaos. Right?
That's right.
So that's not necessarily sinister. The Night Listener, the second film with the shock jock, he gets you said grave news.
Yeah, grave message.
A grave message. Sorry. A grave announcement is sent to this guy, and his world is thrown upside down. I think is what you said.
His world is rocked.
It's rocked. That's right. Rocked
by a longtime listener who calls in with a grave message.
The Night Listener. And then we have First Time Caller, which I still feel like that goes with the Shock Jock too. So these all go with the 2022 film of the Shock Jock who gets a grave message from a long-time listener.
Zinged you, and one of these is the title, and the other two are different taglines.
Yeah, that's what it is. Okay, we have The Night Listener, First Time Caller, and On the Line.
Right.
Okay, so I'm fairly confident that On the Line goes with the 2022 film about the host receiving a message or whatever about his family being killed, or it's going to be killed, and the only way to save his loved ones is to play a game where the only way to win is to figure out the killer's identity. I feel like that's On the Line. It feels like it's going to be a double meaning with like their life's on the line, you're on the line, whatever, right? So I'm locking that one in. So now I'm tied with The Night Listener and First Time Caller being the other 2022 film.
Yeah.
Okay, so what is the 2006 film? The 2006 film is The Night Caller. I want it to be The Night Caller because it's going to be cool if it's aliens, but it can't be that. So it's going to be First Time Caller. I'm going to say that the 2006 film about the host with a crumbling relationship connecting with his biggest fan, a young boy, via telephone, and while discovering the boy's identity, his world is thrown into chaos. I'm going to call that one First Time Caller. The boy is calling for the first time, and the host is thrown off by it being such a young voice or a young listener. And then that leaves The Night Listener as the shock jock at the top of his game, having his world rocked whenever he receives a grave message from a longtime fan or a longtime listener. Mm-hmm. I'm going to call that one The Night Listener, just because I said earlier, shock jock, nighttime. That's why. Locking it in.
Because of something you said earlier.
Yeah. Because of something that I made up. That's my logic. I'm sticking to it.
I like it. Okay. All right.
It made sense to me then. It's making sense to me now. You're up and I'm on. Welcome to...
Yeah, welcome to You're Up and I'm On. 2006. Okay. So this is a film written and directed by Patrick Stettner. It's co-written by Terry Anderson and Armistead Maupin, based on the novel by Armistead Maupin. The movie sits on IMDb with a 5.9 out of 10 from 16,746 ratings.
16,000?
This is the one that I was nervous about you knowing, and it's because it stars Robin Williams, Toni Collette, and Rory Culkin.
I don't know this one.
It premiered in January of 2006 at Sundance, and it got a theatrical release later that year in August. So, the novelist and co-writer Armistead Maupin based his book on a book written by an Anthony Godbey Johnson titled A Rock and a Hard Place, One Boy's Triumphant Story. And was written by a 14-year-old boy and detailed his struggles and his suffering of multiple assaults and ailments. Maupin was very taken by the book and ended up contacting the boy and struck up an over-the-phone relationship, like a friendship with him. He wanted to meet the boy author, but noted that his mother sounded eerily similar to him. When she refused to let them meet, he became suspicious of the whole thing being a lie. And then, so he ended up like following up with this, and it led to a 2020 investigation was done, and they found that the photos the mom used as the 14-year-old boy were actually childhood photos of this guy from Jersey who's now an adult and just fine. And this dude had no idea that this woman was using like childhood photos of him and passing them off as this 14-year-old.
So the whole thing was fake. This guy as a kid.
The whole thing was fake. Basically. Yeah, it was just a faked story, a fake book.
For attention?
Apparently so, yeah.
So wait. So the book was about the kid being abused.
Yeah, written by the boy.
Okay. Yeah. And then the host...
And this other author...
Oh, sorry.
Because this guy, Armistead Maupin...
was not a radio show host.
Is also an author, yeah.
Okay,
and he was really taken... What I read was that he was really taken with like how well written this thing was, and he was like, wow, a 14-year-old boy wrote this. Like, this is really impressive. And that's why he ended up contacting him.
He reached out to him.
Yeah.
And then the closer
Not suspicious at the time.
No,
either.
Yeah. Just like an admirer of the work or whatever. Mm-hmm. And then the closer they became, this author and this seemingly child, the more the author realized something was up.
Yes.
Okay.
And then he wrote his book, which this movie is adapted from, about this experience.
Wow. And then
also adapted his own book into the screenplay for this film.
So then the radio element of it was just added because it translated better than just like
I guess so.
Than just like a curious author.
Yeah, probably added
to be more motivation, I guess. Or he was just a really big fan of like Good Morning Vietnam and wanted to see Robin Williams as a radio show host again.
Right. This film at the time of recording isn't streaming readily available anywhere, but you can rent it on Amazon or from scarecrowvideo.org.
Who was the female actress again?
Toni Collette.
Yeah, this is definitely I must watch ASAP because there are several Robin Williams films, especially the darker dramas that I haven't seen yet. I think we covered one a few episodes ago. What's that?
Boulevard.
Yeah. Boulevard, yeah, and I haven't seen that either. Same. But then also with Toni Collette, I imagine this is great.
Yeah, and Post signs Rory Culkin.
Yeah.
I'd be interested in seeing it because I have not seen this. Like,
and
I
only
said,
a 5.5 is interesting.
5.9.
5.9, but still, that's still pretty good. I mean, for IMDb, at a 16,000. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, and the title of it is The Night Listener.
Not First Time Caller.
Nope.
Okay.
So bummer, not getting that trifecta today.
I can hopefully get one.
So, moving on to the film from 2022. This is written by a Mac Rogers and directed by an Abe Goldfarb and James Darling, co-directed. It currently, at the time of recording, sits on IMDb with a 6.8 out of 10 from
Nice.
91 ratings.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
You lowered that.
I jumped the gun. Yeah. Like 5.9 out of 16,000 tells me that it's probably better than what it really is. And then a 6.8 out of 91 tells me that it's maybe not as good as it really is.
Yeah. So there wasn't a ton of information I could find about this as far as like background or anything like that. All I can tell you is that co-director Abe Goldfarb is the only on-screen actor in the film.
Oh.
It is a solo performance. He is the shock jock, Brent Ziff. I did watch this one 2 days ago. And it is streaming at the time of recording, available on Plex, Tubi, or Hoopla, where I watched it without ads, or you can rent it on Amazon for a few bucks. And the title of it is First Time Caller.
Okay, so I got one right then, I think.
Yeah.
But wait, so one on-screen actor. So is this like...
The co-director is the only one on screen.
Is this like Buried, where you're just in the studio the whole time?
Yeah.
That's interesting. I'm
It's
fascinated.
him at his computer. That's the whole thing. It's like an hour and... I want to say an hour and 15 minutes or so
Is
long.
it visually interesting at all?
Yeah. Enough, yeah, I would say so.
Okay.
Yeah,
I mean,
you don't
for
get
what you're
like
given, yeah.
You don't get bored. It seems like it's not as long as it is. Even being as short as it is, it seems like it's not that long. I thought so anyway. Some reviews seem to differ based on what I was reading, but people seem to either really like it or really don't. Like it.
I mean, I'm a sucker for like one location.
Yeah,
films. I'm in on this.
Yeah, it's really interesting. Especially it's like a micro budget, like no budget movie.
It seems
essentially. Like it. It's really interesting. It's pretty well written, especially since it's just a dude sitting at a table talking.
Yeah. No, I'm assuming that you can hear other people talk. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's just him, like live streaming the whole time, and like taking calls from people.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. No. I saw it. I found out about it, I think like the day that I watched it, because somebody I follow on Letterboxd had logged it. Friend of the show, Andrea Parker of the Hit Pocket podcast with Drew McWeeny.
Nice.
She logged it on Letterboxd as a rewatch, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?" And I read her review for it, and I was like, "I've never heard of this." I looked at the page; it has 446 people have logged it.
Wow.
So like nobody has seen this thing. The only other person I follow who has watched it is director Mike Flanagan.
Oh, okay.
Both of them liked it.
So that's a good sign, I guess.
Yeah, both of them wrote quite a bit about it. And I was like, it's on Hoopla, so I don't have to watch ads. I'm going to just borrow it and watch it for free without ads on Hoopla.
So maybe the 6.8 is accurate then.
I think I'm more mixed. I think I'm probably more positive than negative on it, but I'm kind of more mixed on it.
Yeah, okay.
For different reasons, but no, it was very interesting, and I highly recommend it. Actually, even with my mixed review, highly recommend watching it. Anybody listening, it's just it's interesting to see a no budget like solo performance film, and like see the creativity behind it, and it's actually like such a high, like a really like a big it's like a big movie in a tiny scope.
Right.
Like if you could see outside of the studio, there's like so much happening. It's kind of like one of those things.
So like that's one of the, like, I guess Mount Everest or goals or ambitions or whatever you want to call it of small time indie filmmakers is, how can I do this for as little as possible with as few people as possible and as few locations as possible, and it not be boring within 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I was slightly bored with like the opening, like just the shock jock bit, like at the beginning, because at the beginning of it is just him on his show, and he's just saying
you gotta
a bunch of dumb stuff, and exactly, and you're kind of just like, okay, like how long is this going to go on?
Yeah,
and it's also a short movie, and I'm like, yep, that's fine. And then I don't know, and then I felt like sort of mixed feelings about the ending, but I also don't know like what else they could have done better, especially with how like limited, as I assume they had, resources wise. But anyway, yeah, I recommend it very much.
Okay, 2 films so far I want to watch.
And that leaves us with 2022, and your final one, On the Line.
Nice.
Is what it is. It's written and directed by Romuald Boulanger.
Okay.
Romuald. Romuald. Boulanger. Boulanger.
You nailed it.
Boulanger.
Yeah.
It's got a
Right
5.5 out of 10 on IMDb from 17,991 ratings.
17?
Yeah.
Wow.
Almost 18. This film stars Mel Gibson
Oh.
and William Moseley. Yeah.
Oh, William Moseley's in it.
Yeah. But not to be confused with Bill Moseley.
Not Bill Moseley.
Yeah, but
Oh.
William Moseley. Yeah.
Oh,
Different.
That's the name he uses whenever he starts with Mel Gibson.
Yeah. Whenever he's in like prestige films.
Yeah.
So again, I actually could not find much information behind the scenes. I looked at the Wikipedia page for this film. Like there was not much information about it in general, other than just like a description of the plot.
Yeah. Yeah.
All I know is that this film was shot in Paris in 2021, and you can rent it on Amazon for a few bucks. And that is On the Line, starring Mel Gibson in 2022.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's cool that people keep working with them.
It was shot in 21 in
Yeah.
Paris. I wonder, like, how much of COVID, like, lockdown stuff was still... Oh, I guess we weren't locked down, but, like, social distancing and...
By interesting coincidence, I can answer this a little bit, because just last night on my drive, I was listening to a December of 2021 episode of Knowledge Fight, and co-host Jordan was in Paris. It was like their first, like, not in-person episode, like an international call episode, and it was just like a 20-minute thing, because Dan was just like, I just don't want to leave, like miss anything, so we'll just put a little thing out to keep people happy.
Right.
And anyway, Jordan was talking about, because Dan was just asking him questions about like how his trip is and stuff like that, and Jordan said, or he asked Jordan, like, have you gotten to go visit the countryside or anything like that, like see the lovely countryside of France? And Jordan was like, no, because you literally can't get back into Paris if you leave. Like you have to be quarantined for 2 weeks. If you leave the city and come back in, you have to be quarantined.
And that was around the time that this film was being shot.
Yeah. Yep. Shot in 2021. I think a little bit before Jordan was there, because that was at the end of 2021. So
I'm curious how they pulled that off then. I mean, I'm guessing that it's not just one location like the last film.
I don't know. Yeah, I have no idea. I don't know anything about this movie other than what I've read you. Yeah.
Okay.
Mel Gibson. And he's on the poster. Yeah. They didn't hide him like his movie that he directed just recently.
Yeah.
Have you seen that Flight Risk trailer?
I remember seeing that.
Mark Wahlberg.
Yes.
And it doesn't say from director Mel Gibson. It says from the director of Apocalypto and Hacksaw Ridge.
Yeah. They won't say his name.
Yeah, it's so weird.
I'm still intrigued by it, I guess. But whenever you said Mel Gibson, I was less intrigued. But
same. That's how I felt. Whenever I found out about it, I was like, "Oh, I would like to watch this," but I was like, "But do I? Do I want to?"
Mel Gibson.
Why did they cast him? I can go into a tag me. And this is where I go to the plot details section of the IMDb page for these films. And there are these tags with words or phrases related to the movie, maybe. And you can click on them and it shows you other movies on IMDb that have that same tag. And so starting off with The Night Listener, starring Robin Williams and Toni Collette, we have John F. Kennedy International Airport.
Okay.
We have Unclear Whether a Person Exists.
All right.
That's a tag. We have Christmas Star, Impersonation, Playboy Magazine, Star Trek Convention.
These are wild. These are all over the place.
Baseball Bat. And let's try to get one more, see if there's a good one. We have Breaking and Entering.
Okay.
Yeah. So there you go. That's The Night Listener. I don't know if that's any more or less intriguing for anybody out there who hasn't
I'm
seen
already
it.
in on it just for the cast.
Yeah, same. Interestingly enough, it looks like First Time Caller, the first 2022 film, does not have any tags on there.
Uh-oh.
It was filmed in New York. I can tell you that much.
Well, you've seen it, correct? So,
yeah.
if you were to put tags on it, what would you put?
Shock jock.
Okay, that's one. Yeah.
Caller.
Okay.
Radio. First time caller.
Title set as line.
Yeah, title. Yes, exactly. I don't want to continue because I don't want to spoil anything for you.
Okay.
One location, I guess.
yeah, okay.
That would be one.
Yeah, that's a good tag.
I forget what the name of his show is. It's like something with. He uses Brent. The Brent.
I'm up and you're on. That's the best one.
Yeah, that's what his show should have been called if it wasn't. Which I know it wasn't. So last but not least, on the line plot details. There are only a few of them. We have security guard. We have bare-chested man.
Of course, it's Mel Gibson.
We have threatening suicide. So you think at some point Mel Gibson, while the radio host, he fucking has to rip his shirt off?
I think he gets hot in the studio. Yeah,
that's true. We have reference to Joaquin Phoenix.
Well, of course, it's Mel Gibson. So yeah.
Reference to Tom Cruise.
Huh.
What do you think about that? We have
nothing.
bullet hole in forehead.
Ooh.
Countdown timer.
Whose forehead?
Hoax. Accidental death.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah. And
I'm a
also,
little more intrigued.
P.S. Mel Gibson's character is named Elvis. So
of
there's
course.
that.
Yeah.
And so that is the plot details for that. The poster artwork is just Mel Gibson's face with a microphone next to it.
He's got headphones on. There's a very fancy Elvis mic, as they called it, on the line. Okay. Mel Gibson prominently displayed front and center.
Yeah, they were happy about that.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, he's the road warrior. He still is.
Well, that's right. I wonder if it was also one of those things where, being the time that it was with lockdowns and everything and quarantining and union sets not allowing things to happen and stuff. I wonder if this was written for Mel Gibson or if he was just the only one available and this guy really wanted to make the movie.
He was like, this COVID shit's a hoax. I'll do it.
Yeah. Yeah, you could see Mel Gibson say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe so.
Is there any
There you
quote?
go. Well, yes, sir. I do have a quote.
Quote time. Quote time.
This is where I go to the quote section on the IMDb page for one of these films, and I pull a quote. May or may not be said in the actual film. I'm not going to confirm that. But
Okay.
I read it in the style of Will's choosing. He gives me direction, and then he tries to guess which film the quote came from.
Is this just one line?
Yes, you have one line.
Okay. I'm torn between you doing your best shock jock or your best Mel Gibson. And I think the latter would be more entertaining. So,
I can't do it.
I said your best.
Yeah.
I said your best. So I want you to give me Mel Gibson and your motivation here. Your motivation here is that you've just learned that the person you're talking to is threatening your family. So you're not necessarily like angry. You're worried.
Yeah.
Okay. A worried.
I'm afraid that my Mel Gibson's just going to be like my normal voice almost, because not that I think I sound like Mel Gibson, but I don't know how to do.
You're a spitting audio image.
I mean, that would be nice. He has a pleasant voice. I'll give him that much.
Okay.
Okay. Here is your line. What kind of a B-grade movie is this?
Okay. I heard some Mel there. There was some Mr. Gibson in that.
Yeah,
what kind of a big... so congratulations. That was a tough one.
Thanks.
I think he has a voice that's not... I mean, it's Mel Gibson, but it's also not like overly distinct as far as, like a certain accent or a certain, tonality to it.
Yeah, a lot of those like... I don't know, like South Park and stuff like that. I feel like those shows do Mel Gibson with like an Australian accent specifically, but he absolutely does not have an Australian accent.
I was hoping that you were going to pull from like the scene from Signs where he's talking to Meryl about Chance there on the sofa.
I like how anytime Mel Gibson comes up, we just immediately go to Signs.
That's the only movie that I absolutely love. I mean, Road Warrior's fine. Mad Max is great, but that's the only movie that I will still continue to rewatch and watch. Even though
me
he's
too.
in it.
Yeah, same. And that is his best performance he's ever given.
I think so.
In my opinion. Yeah.
Okay. So say the line again, Corey. Sorry.
Yeah. What kind of a B grade movie is this?
What kind of a B grade movie is this? Where would that even fit? I don't feel like it's the Robin Williams, Toni Collette film.
You don't think Robin Williams is like upset about the child may or maybe not existing? And he's like, what kind of a B grade movie is this?
Oh wow, shit, that was a good Robin Williams.
yeah.
Robin, you're back. I miss you.
I figured I'd give you a two header. Two impressions for the press.
That costs extra. So I don't think it's that movie. That movie feels too heavy. For what kind of a B grade movie is this?
What if? Oh no, sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry.
Never mind.
So I feel like what kind of a B grade movie is this?
What kind of a B grade movie is this?
I think I got it right. I think it's what was the title of that film again with the Mel Gibson? It was
On the Line.
On the Line. Yeah. I feel like it is On the Line because I'm thinking that it's a response to something that the caller has said, and maybe
I'm gonna shoot your wife in the fucking head.
Yeah, or whatever. Yeah, and Mel Gibson's first response is disbelief, which I think is appropriate. So I'm going to say it's On the Line.
Okay, it is delivered by Mel Gibson as Elvis Cooney in the film On the Line.
Nice.
Questionable last name, especially considering who's starring in it. But
well, yeah, that's all I'm going to say about that.
Yeah,
interesting. And you haven't seen that one. You've only seen. Hold on, I'll recall the title. You've only seen First Time Caller. There we go.
Yeah.
Okay,
that's correct. So, yeah, tell me how I'm Up and You're On starring Mel Gibson starts.
I'm Up and You're On. I love that title so much. That's definitely going to be the episode title.
Yeah.
Okay. So, are we going to try to predict the Mel Gibson film?
Oh. The one that we're both least interested in.
I'm not going to watch. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was like, I'm not going to ever watch it. Really, I don't think, at least.
I might. I mean, if it's like streaming, if it ends up streaming somewhere, but I don't really want to rent it.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So, what is the game that
I'm sure he'll be doing fine whenever his Passion of the Christ sequel comes out.
Oh gosh,
I think this year. I think that comes out in 2026.
Yeah. But that wasn't on the list for a reason.
And I'm sure it'll do well too, unfortunately.
So okay, so it's a game of survival that he has to play.
Yeah. Where
the only way to win is by guessing discovering the identity of the killer.
Mm-hmm.
So what is this game? What is this game that he has to play? Because I imagine I imagine it's almost. I mean, well, it's how it's worded, but I feel like it's like a Saw type thing, where like if like this caller has his family hostage right now. It's not like a future, like I'm going to go find them type thing. It's he has them right now.
The caller is like, the only thing that will stop your son from being murdered right now is if you can name and then play the song I am about to hum.
Oh, that'd be
like,
crazy.
You're the disc jockey. You've been doing this for 15 years.
You call yourself a disc jockey.
You know all these songs.
Yeah. That'd be wild. Yeah. Okay, so
then in the background you hear like, "Come on, Dad, you can do it."
Yeah,
come on, Dad, and it's just like adding so much pressure, and he can't think straight.
So like radio show hosts, or like at least local radio, there's usually like that segment during the day, sometimes in the morning, but it can be throughout the day, I guess, where they're they like open for like the seventh caller who calls in and answers this question, right? And sometimes it's like weird trivia, or sometimes it's like a riddle or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
But what if you're onto something in the sense that like the caller either plays a segment of the song or he just like says part of the lyric, but like not like a notable lyric
Yeah.
to a song, and he's like, you have to tell me this, or I'm gonna like take off a finger, or of your kid or of your wife or whatever.
Yeah.
And you're gonna listen, and I'm live on air right now, and if you hang up on me, I kill them. Mm-hmm. So the killer is like, in a way, the killer thinks that he is like giving the audience like actual entertainment. Mm-hmm. Because maybe he thinks that like Mel Gibson's character's Elvis, what now? Elvis, whatever his last name was. Elvis, we'll call him Elvis. We'll just leave it at that. That Elvis is boring or like pretentious, and so this guy's calling in to like liven things up, maybe.
And then the ending reveal is that
it's
his family.
Oh.
His family is completely fine.
Oh,
and they were in on this, and
they're in on it.
The criminal guy is like, "Are you not entertained?" And then he hangs up. And Mel Gibson's like, broken.
Was one of the tags hoax?
Yeah,
it was.
That this one? I think so. Yeah,
because it was like bullet in the head.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, we could be onto something. That could be it. Oh shit. So okay, fine. But what is the proof? So you're saying that the family's in on it. So that's a very sick joke to be in on. I don't imagine that
they hate their dad.
Yeah, right.
Husband.
Well, he's Mel Gibson.
yeah. He abuses her
But okay, so I don't agree that they would be in on it, but I like everything else.
Yeah.
But having said that, how do we prove, without them being in on it, to Elvis that his family is actually in danger? Like, what is the proof that he goes from like, what is this, like a B-grade movie or whatever the line was, to actually believing
he
this
hears
guy?
like, Dad, it's me, Sam. And Mel Gibson's just kind of like, yeah, okay, but like, you could just like impersonate his voice or something like that. And they're like, tell him when you were born, Sam. And he's like, 12/20 of 2018.
Right. He's really young.
Yeah.
4 years old. 3 years old. He's very vocal for his age.
Yeah,
he's advanced.
That's right.
He's a gifted
That's
child. Okay, so how is he doing that? How's the killer doing that?
He actually has them.
So he did kidnap them. So it's not a hoax. Well, I was going to say I was going to say something along the lines of like, what if
it's AI? You could do anything.
There you go. Or I was going to say that like this host has talked about his family enough over the years that the killer has just gathered this information and hired some people to basically be voice actors, but not live. So all these responses are recorded.
Yeah.
And
I know your son is 3 years old.
Yeah. That's an amazing vocabulary.
Yeah.
And I know that your wife is blonde and, graduated from here or whatever.
Yeah.
And yeah. So, okay. I love the idea of it being a hoax. Okay. So, at what point...
I know that you hate when she makes risotto.
Yeah. So, is there any point... Because what you had just said was that it's just revealed that it never, was happening. But at any point, does Elvis realize that it's all fake, or does he find out at the same time we do?
He finds out at the same time we do, whenever the final family member is killed on air. And then it's all over, and he's like a broken man, and he's like weeping on the phone, and then the guy goes, "No, I just have one more question for you, Elvis." And he just like doesn't respond because he's like too busy weeping, and they're like, "Was this entertaining?" And he's like,
Dude, yes.
What?
Sorry, I just had this idea that this could be a thing where this killer or this hoax guy is actually fed up with the fake reporting or the fake news, air quotes, that Mel Gibson is or represents or broadcasts over the airwaves. And he's tired of this dude getting away with just saying stuff without any kind of evidence or any kind of facts and just going with it. And this is his way of saying see how easy it is to believe this bullshit. I kind of like that.
It's a little bit like The Wave.
Ooh, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that as the I feel like the movie cannot be that. But it'd be awesome if it was even anywhere close to that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just stuck on the tag being hoax though, because that tag has to be. I mean, like, what else would it be talking about?
Maybe I don't know. It could be something as simple as maybe he gets like a prank call before this call or something like that, and that's the hoax.
I guess so. Yeah.
Where
Okay.
a person is like, hey, Elvis, I found a dead body over on Central Avenue. Poop.
What kind of B grade movie is this?
Yeah.
Okay. I still like our idea the best. Okay, but let's
Yeah, our idea is better.
Clearly.
Whatever your name was of the guy who wrote it. Romuald Boulanger.
Yeah. Very French. Okay. Other than the reveal of the guy just saying it was a hoax, how does Mel Gibson confirm, or how does he get confirmation that it was a hoax, other than the guy just saying it?
So that caller hangs up, and he gets a call from his wife, actually, who's like, I've been trying to get a hold of you.
Because she heard the show?
Yeah, and he like doesn't take his phone into the studio with him or whatever, so she can't just like text him or something.
And she can't call the studio because the line's tied up.
Yes.
And he's been told not to, like,
so after this guy gets
else.
off the phone, finally she gets through. Yeah.
Oh, shit. I like that a lot. Okay.
And so the sequel,
yes.
I'm Up and You're On. Mel Gibson has no family anymore.
He's killed them.
He is. I was gonna say they just left.
He made the hoax reality. He's like, you know what? Fuck you. We're gonna live in this.
That's a little bit where I was going.
Oh,
so he like his marriage and his family has fallen apart, and he like can't see his kids anymore, and he's like a fucking wasted ass man, and he actually picks a different radio station, and he does this but for real to a different radio DJ. And they have that moment where the DJ is like, why are you doing this? And he's like, because I'm up and you're on.
Okay, I like that. But are you talking about Mel Gibson does this to someone else?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, okay. Yeah. But for real?
Yes, but he actually does like do this to this person's family.
And all because his family left him? Like, why did his family leave him?
Because he's fucked up in the head ever since this night.
So he's traumatized.
Yeah, just like completely rewired his brain.
Didn't get help for it and decided to commit the same thing for real this time. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm in. And it's all because I'm up and you're on. It's his whole...
That's his reason. Yeah. The DJ is like, why are you doing this to me and my family?
Could you imagine like a serial killer who just randomly calls... I mean, because you've played me, or you've sent me clips of supposed serial killers who called into Howard Stern.
That Howard Stern call, yeah. I've listened to that a lot of times.
But they just kind of like describe themselves. It's like a conversation. Mm-hmm. But I'm talking about like an actual killer whose MO is to call random radio stations and ask trivia questions. And if they get it wrong, if the host gets it wrong, that caller just kills someone.
Yeah. He's just like, her blood is on your hands.
Like the idea of like, wrong. It was Antarctica. Your blood is on her hands.
Yes. So the sequel to this film, the sequel to this film is I'm Up and You're On. The tagline is their blood is on your hands.
Yes, I love that actually a lot. So I think the killing has to happen on air, like on the phone call.
Yeah.
And much like the Howard Stern clip, they don't buy it at first, right? And the fact that he's calling multiple like different radio stations across the country. So it's not the same radio station.
he's like, describe what's happening to you. And he's stabbing me at the abdomen, at the thigh.
Oh, how sick would it be to be like, now listen, I need you to guess how long the knife is.
No, listen.
Now listen, I need you to... Is it A, 6 inches, B, 9 inches, C, 4 inches, or D, 3 inches?
And in the background, you hear what happens though if his victim is like 14 inches.
I think he tapes their mouth shut.
Oh yeah, easy solution. Okay.
Yeah. But what happens if they get it right?
So they're like, well, I guess I'll play along, caller.
This is a laughing matter.
I'm gonna say,
time's ticking.
Well, hang on now, Jack. You're on my
10
show.
seconds.
I'm gonna say 4 inches. 4 inches. Final answer. Lock it in. These kind of callers. We get a lot of crazy callers on this show.
Congratulations.
So what do you say? Oh, it's right. Wow. What do I win? What's my prize?
She gets to live. Click.
Did you hang up? No, I just said click.
I just said click.
Then he hangs up.
Click. Did you hang up at that time? No, I'm still here. But so what happens if they get it right? Does he just leave that person like tied up but alive?
Fuck. Well, hang on there, buddy. You can't swear on air.
I had to believe that. Because what I'm thinking is I'm thinking that like
here we go. Now you have to ruin a fun premise with like logical follow-up questions.
Well, I'm just thinking that like the first time this happens, no one's going to believe it, and then it's in the news, and people are, and the radio show host.
It's not in the news. Yeah, at first, like the first couple of them don't make the news because
not national news, but like local news, it would be right. But eventually, it starts getting picked up, and one of the first radio show hosts who got this call realizes that like there's some weird things that are lining up to this, and then this keeps happening several times before this one. I don't think all radio show hosts realize what's going on. It's just this one that kind of gets I guess curious about the linking up of the story or whatever to some things, but we got to have a way though that whenever he calls another radio show host, eventually someone has to have known about this. So whenever they get the call, they're like, "Oh shit! Like this is real," and they want to try to keep him on the line as long as possible.
And maybe like because this is becoming such a popular story, there's people that are prank calling, pretending that they're this killer, and so. But they're able to kind of easily pick that out. Like maybe the person starts cracking up or something or whatever, and they're like, okay, whatever, and then they hang up, and then the real one calls in.
So the real one calls in eventually. Is this like the climax or this like down the line? Anyway, but I'm thinking that like the radio show host wants to keep him on the line as long as possible, and he makes a bet with the killer to say like, hey, because he's already heard the question. So before he answers, he says, "Hey, if I get this right, can I get another question?" Like he's risking the life of this on his knowledge of trivia, hoping long enough that like the police can trace the caller or something. Right?
Yeah.
Or like, can you call back tomorrow? And I just want that to be a thing to where we eventually connect with one host over and over again instead of different hosts. Because I'm trying to figure out like do you solve this story or does it just like fade into nothing and it's just untraceable?
Well, I think for like satisfaction of the viewing experience, it has to get solved, right?
Not necessarily in the first film.
Oh yeah, we're talking about this as not as the sequel to On the Line.
I'm talking about this as like a I'm Up You're On franchise.
Yeah,
this is a whole different thing now.
I know. I was like cracking up while you were talking, just thinking like, and this is called I'm Up and You're On.
But I love that line of like, why are you doing this? I'm up and you're on. Like that's it. Like I'm just awake and you're on the air. And I want someone to hear what I'm about to do.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy. I love that idea. Okay. So just to wrap this up, how do we end that first film? That first I'm Up and You're On, which is the unofficial sequel to
On the Line.
On the Line, yeah.
So okay, yeah. So I'm with you that it doesn't get solved or resolved necessarily in the first film.
Yeah.
But the final scene is the killer like logs into Twitch.
Oh, you're setting it modern. Okay. I was picturing like the 80s.
Like he gets bored with those and like stops doing the radio calls.
He finds social media. He's like, there's a much bigger audience.
And then he's like calling into Twitter Spaces. And stuff like that. Yeah.
Facebook Live.
Yeah. I'm Up and You're Live.
Oh. That's the remake. I'm Up and You're Live. Yeah. I'm live and you're up. There we go. That's the one it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
But that didn't answer the question. How does the first one end? I agree that they don't solve it, but I think we have to have like a dangling fruit.
Yeah, there still has to be a climax.
Yeah. Yeah. Or no, wait, that could be it. You kind of almost solved it there. The climax is that they've tracked down where the call is coming from, the police or whatever. Like they've gotten enough information out of the conversation between the killer and the host. The host has been doing this over a series of nights, so it's not the same night. The host has just gotten the killer to agree that if I get the question right, will you call in tomorrow? Same scenario. If I get it wrong, you can do your horrible deed, whatever. So the killer agrees after like the third night, right? It says, okay, you get one more chance. Tomorrow I'll call in, same thing. Right, okay. So then they have this whole plan. They think they know where he's going to be calling from, or at least the location. They've kind of narrowed it down with whatever technology, right? But then the climax is that they arrive. I was trying to think, like, the radio show host gets the question wrong. Like right as the police are like outside this warehouse or whatever it is that they've narrowed down the calls coming from. And then they go inside, they break inside, find a phone next to like a tape player, and the whole thing was recorded like ahead of time. Mm-hmm. I don't know if that's like a good ending or not, but I like the idea of it being like, was this really happening in real time? Now, clearly these bodies are being found, but they're not necessarily being found like immediately after the act was. So did he already kill all these people and just record the murder and just play it on the tape, or was he doing it?
Oh, yeah.
And then in the sequel, You're Up, I'm Live, we find out that it is. It is real time. Okay, there's another one for us to write.
Yeah, that's great. And I've actually seriously wanted to do like either I've tried to come up with either like a podcast or a radio set thing, especially with how much we've been listening to like old Art Bell broadcasts and stuff like that. It's really made me interested in like trying to do like a radio show or something.
Of course, yeah. I was picturing before you said TikTok or whatever. I was picturing like late 80s, like
I was too.
Like before cell phones and that kind of thing became ubiquitous, and this person would have to be calling from like a payphone or a landline or whatever, something along those lines that'd be sort of traceable. And also the
Me
idea
too, because I was also picturing them. Whenever we were talking about like somebody being let go, if the answer was correct, I was thinking like, but how would that work? And I thought like, well, there were witnesses who saw the Zodiac killer, and so I started picturing him in like that same scary fucking like black hood with like that outfit cover, that he is completely concealed other than his voice, I guess.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Does he use a voice modulator or does he hide his voice anyway?
Yeah. Because I also thought about because you haven't seen Dragged Across Concrete, have you? I don't think you saw Braun Subwalk and you saw Bone Tomahawk, but I don't think you saw Dragged Across Concrete with Mel Gibson and Vince Vaughn.
I don't think so.
There is a bank robbery that happens in the movie, and the way that the criminals do it is they are dressed almost like I'm describing. They're completely bodily covered. They even have these goggles on. Everything is covered, and the like leader of the group has like a pre-recorded cassette tape, and he presses play, and that's what gives the commands to so it's like a voice modulated recording on tape. And so whenever he's like telling people what to do, the guy is just like pointing to the people as the voice on the tape player.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So yeah, something like that. So is that what our guy's doing? On You're Up, I'm Up, and You're On? Well,
maybe, or it could be. Sorry, there's like so many layers to this could possibly go. I mean, we could talk about this forever. But that sparked some ideas. It could be that maybe like the person committing instead of the cops breaking in and finding a phone and a tape player, they find a person that is like tied to a chair that's playing the responses. And basically, whenever they unmask that person and take the tape off his lips, he's like, I'm doing this because he's going to kill my family. So this guy was just playing the tape, like he had instructions like if correct, play track 4, if wrong, play track 5. If you don't do this, I'm listening to the radio. If you don't do this, I'll kill your family.
Yeah. So trademark or copyright this, rather.
We're going to edit all this out.
So this episode will be 8 minutes long.
This part of the episode will be released on the bonus features for the movie.
Yeah. This will be the first, what was that called again? Pictures.
Yeah.
Release.
We said that before with April 14th, Dow is down. Dow goes down. But there might be something more to this one as far as the script goes.
Yeah, because the other one that I was thinking about recently that we did was The Landlord. Because I still
I forgot all about The Landlord.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. That's a good one, too. You have so many good ideas. Okay.
All right, we'll be back.
What was that called again?
Sometime. Bye.
Bye. Cool. All right, yeah. Delete all of that.
Right.
Shortest episode ever.
Yeah, I really do like that idea. That's great. Yeah, we can bring back 102.6 WKLR.
WKLR. Killer rock.
Killer rock for your killer
instinct
kills.
All right.